When you're dealing with and dating a narcissist, you discover over time that these people love to play games. They do it with you and everyone else around them. You're all playing several games that you don't really realize you're playing, and you don't know the rules. And the rules are frequently going to change by default, and you lose because you're playing with someone narcissistic who always cheats. So in this video, I want to break down really popular mind games that narcissists play out in the dating world. Let's level this playing field a little bit and sort out what they do and how we can get around it. There is, of course, the we're a couple, but psych, not really game. You're a couple. You're just friends. They don't claim you on social media. But you go to all the family get-togethers, but there's no title. What the hell is this, right? You don't know what this is, survivor, and I'm sure you've asked, what is this? What are we? Where are we going? What is happening? You've gotten the same lame-ass excuses the rest of us have. I have a hard time with relationships. I don't like to put a label on things. Why can't we just be what we are and see where it goes? Well, my ex traumatized me and I can't do a relationship right now. If you hear anything like any of those excuses, cease, desist, run, go. And here's why. Why are they dating you? Why are they treating you like a boyfriend or girlfriend when it's convenient or private? But then they can't handle a relationship. Which one is it? Did someone traumatize you and you're going to be alone forever? Or are you not? If you don't want to put a label on it, then why do you treat me like we have a label? I learned this a long time ago. If it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. Someone who wants you, male or female, there's no gender thing happening here. Whoever wants you lets you know. They show you they care. They want to be seen with you. Sure, they might be scared or nervous or have some kind of a hang up, but they still go for it. And you know why they go for it? Because they like you and they don't want to risk you going out on a date with someone else on Friday night. When there's no label, what I want you to do, survivor, is give it this label: over and done with. There is the impromptu romance game. You've been there, and we all have. This is that late night, I miss you, I love you, let me come see you, call me, video chat with me, come and see me, at a time where you just want to go to bed and do it all over again the next day. This isn't romance. You know exactly what this is. This ain't lovey-dovey. This is the you up, what you doing, want company, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's just masked as something romantic and sweet. Narcissists are all about getting responses, rises, and reactions from us, seeing what we will tolerate and what we won't. Even though we're tired from a long day at work, will we placate them with a video chat for an hour that we don't really want to have? Be on the lookout for things like that. That's boundary pushing. Don't let someone cause you to do things you don't want to do as they try to pass it off as sweet, loving, kind, and thoughtful. Say, no, I don't want a video chat. No, I don't want company. I want to go to bed. And when you hear well, fine, I just miss you. I just want to spend time with you. That is someone trying to get you to break your boundary. Hey, I miss you too. And you know what? I'll see you on Wednesday, which we already have arranged. There you go. We're all set. Somebody who takes that in a negative way, I wouldn't see them on Wednesday and I'd never see them again. But that's up to you, survivor. There's also the out of sight, but still in your mind game. Something I haven't talked about much when it comes to narcissists are things called emotional anchors, which that's not really what I call them, but it's another phrase for them. I have discussed future faking, which is similar, but not exactly the same. Future faking leads you into a false sense of security with someone highly toxic and narcissistic. It makes you think that you have a relationship that's going to be eternal. You're going to move in together. You're going to get married. You're going to have kids because those are those future faking promises that you've been told. Emotional anchors is kind of like one of those association games. They always take you to a certain restaurant, or they take you to see the same movie, or you watch the same movie. And slowly but surely you become conditioned with certain things the narcissist says. All of a sudden it becomes your restaurant, your place. Hey, let's go down to our coffee shop. Let's go browse around in our bookstore. Let's listen to our song. Or this song makes me think about you. It should be our song because I always want to think about you. These are all ideas that get placed in your head. And so when this person isn't around, you get constantly triggered, which is what I call it. You get triggered by everything. The thought of the two of you together, all the good times, or something like, oh, they love this park trail or this ice cream, something that reminds you of this person or something that you do together with this person. And it becomes, no matter what you do or where you go or what happens, you can't shake this person and you become even more deeply enamored with them. If you'd like to talk one-on-one with a survivor, you can email BookAChatWithJess@gmail.com to get information on private phone chats with me. There is also the Vanishing Act magic trick game. Number one sign, by the way, that someone you're dating is not into you at fucking all is they are inconsistent and they run hot and cold. That is actually the only thing that will be consistent, is how flaky and perpetually hot and cold they run with you. Now, narcs will disappear for a number of reasons. They're bored of you. Don't be offended. 5-year-olds are bored pretty easily. They're entertaining someone else. Again, don't be offended. This is what a person has to do when their ego is sorry and pathetic and one person isn't enough for them. That's a them problem, not a you problem. They have to disappear when they know that you know. So they got to jet and find someone who doesn't know what a piece of shit they are. A lot of people say they play this game to keep you guessing and keep you on your toes. And I don't subscribe to that idea because this is a narcissist we're talking about. A narcissist, frankly, doesn't care if you're into them or not, or if you're on your toes or not. They come around when they want to, and poof, they ghost out when somebody else they'd rather be around is around. Will they sometimes mess with your head like this? Sure. But most of the time, they're entertaining somebody else. They're running cold with you because they're running hot with somebody else. And it has nothing to do with keeping you guessing. They don't give enough of a shit about you or anyone else to play that kind of a game. Here's what actually happens. They expect to be able to come back and tell you how busy they were, and you are supposed to be cool with it. That's not keeping you on your toes. That's not keeping you guessing. This is called having my cake and hoping you're a fool too. There is the lovely, you are the only one with the issue game. I've said this a million times, so if you've been around a while, you can go on ahead and say it with me. A narcissist always wants to be the hero or the victim. Never the bad guy or girl, respectively, depending on what you're dealing with here. This game slowly conditions you into thinking you're awful, crazy, and you just suck at any and everything. When someone says, it's not me, it's you, it's them. Just so you know, it's them, by the way. When someone says it's not you, it's me, it's them. Really listen to what people are saying. A lot of things have to be... You have to read between the lines and decode a lot of things, unfortunately. If they pull the it's not you, it's me, it's not me, it's you, whatever's happening here, this is some roundabout backdoor bullshitty way of saying I'm having some kind of issue here, but I'm going to try and make that your fault right now. We have the good old forever game, and we knew we'd get here eventually, right? This is the love bombing and the future faking. I'm not going to linger on this. I have videos and whole playlists about it and anything else you could really want on narcissism. I invite you to check around my channel, especially if you're new. Hit the subscribe button. I have videos talking about love bombing, devaluing, the new supply, gaslighting, and I will have several of those at the end of the video, and then of course down in the video description if you are new or even not and you just kind of want to poke around. But of course they're going to throw some love bombing at you. We also have the I'm just friendly game. Don't you love the excuses people come up with for their super shitty, unacceptable behavior? This is a really great one. I'm not openly flirting in front of you to the point where you feel uncomfortable. I'm just friendly, and you are so sensitive. That is a you problem. Seriously, survivor, come with me on this road we're going to go down here. Imagine having someone tell you that something makes them feel very insecure and very uncomfortable, and it really bothers them. Now think about looking them dead in their eyes and telling them that your own scummy, unacceptable behavior is their fault. It's their fault and their problem and their issue. Wow. Not taking responsibility sounds much easier. Sounds like a much easier way to adult. I guess if you have no soul, I guess it's a much easier way to go. Pay attention to people. People who are overly flirty might be working different angles. Narcissists purposely try to provoke jealousy. They need their victims, they need their partners to be jealous. One of their many scare tactics. You're supposed to see that they can have anyone they want. They can flirt. They can pick up someone at a bar. So you better step up your game because they can leave you at any time and have anybody they want. If this video was helpful for you, I hope you will subscribe for more. Leave a like on the video. Share the video if you think it might help someone else. Those things really, really support me. I appreciate it so much. Also, comment down below for other signs of narky game playing in this whole dating world out there. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.